Okay, hello everyone. Good morning. It's Monday, April 11th at 7:30 a.m., which means that I'm here to bring you the news on Monday mornings. How was your weekend? Mine was fantastic. I got to see a dueling piano night. That was awesome. I got to sing my heart out, and that was so fun. Um, what else did I get to do? Hung out with some friends. We went to dinner. And then, oh my gosh, yesterday was literally my favorite day because I got to go for a bike ride. I went on a hike. I took my dogs to the dog park. I had a bonfire. I did all the things outside and it was fantastic. So I hope you also had a fantastic weekend. If you didn't, I'm sorry. It's time to bring in Monday and hopefully the rest of your week gets better. But let's get into the news. Let's make it official, and we'll share what's going on in and around Osceola County. All right, you know what that means. It's time for another episode of Good Morning Osceola. And Positively Osceola just wants to bring you news that informs, impacts, and inspires. And I'm Krissi, so let's get into it, shall we? Oh, good morning. Hi, Greta. How are you? Thank you so much for commenting. Like Greta said, if you want to say hi or good morning, please pop up your comments. Let me know what you did this weekend. I'd love to see it. I think people who are watching live means a lot. Construction for the first 3 fire stations at Austin Tyndall, Poinciana, and West 192 has been announced by Osceola County. These stations are not replacing any stations. They're simply adding more to our area, making response times even faster. Osceola County is committed to the safety of each resident, and it's obvious by how much money is being invested in this project. Each station represents a capital investment of about $6 million. Not counting all of the equipment or staff. So we should be seeing work start this summer. And then on top of that, Osceola County is finishing up construction on the sheriff's training facility in Harmony and planning to open a facility that will serve as an operational hub for the sheriff's office on the west side of Osceola County. So lots of good things happening for the safety of our residents, thank goodness. And they are holding to their commitment. 4 books are on review by the instruction of Dr. Deborah Pace, the Osceola County School District Superintendent. A book review committee will make recommendations on whether the book's content matter violates state statutes and has mature content not intended for younger children. The district says they're putting a new process in place on whether or not students can have access to the school's media center and library collections. The 3 levels are unlimited, meaning full access, mature content may be involved. Limited, meaning they may check out books in the media center, but nothing involving mature content. And no access, meaning the student is not permitted to check books out of the media center. All in all, the superintendent wants parents to be able to choose what their child has access to. And I get that. Lots of things happening in our world that maybe some parents aren't okay with. So I think they're just trying to please everyone, and that's almost impossible. So let's be patient as this kind of unfolds, because we don't know what it's going to look like, and you can't please everyone. Okay, so to my friends that boat, this news is for you. The work being done in Shingle Creek to remove a shoal and improve access to the area and habitat for aquatic species has been finished. Woohoo! So that means that boaters accessing the area around the entrance of Shingle Creek on Lake Toho-Pecalaga will have no problem navigating through the area. Just be cautious of the construction barges that are still there. Happy and safe boating, everyone. And I know Shingle Creek is basically the mouth of the Everglades, the beginning of the Everglades. So it's a very important area to keep nice and healthy. The Orange Belt Conference baseball tournament took place last week, leaving Osceola High School with first place, Harmony in second, and Tohopekaliga in third. All of the teams did phenomenally well, and for the amount of games that they had to play, I bet they're exhausted. Congratulations to all teams, and it's wonderful to see an OBC tournament back in action. They haven't been around since 2019 because of the pandemic, so finally it's coming back and bringing our boys lots of fun. We might be seeing American Classical Charter Academy close its doors in July. The superintendent of Osceola County School District wrote a letter to the board listing the issues as to why the recommendation for them to lose their charter. Apparently, the school has been failing to meet its financial obligations, leaving them more than $600,000 in the red, and an eviction process is already underway because they failed to pay their lease on time. Furthermore, 10 out of the 28 instructional staff hold a valid teaching certificate. 10 out of the 28 have a valid certificate. And the school has had 6 principals in a year. Needless to say, the board voted 4-1, with the only no coming from board member John Arguello, saying it makes no sense to move 320 students and put them in portables in Narcoossee. So the school is appealing the decision and has 90 days to rectify the issues, or the school will officially close in July. And that's sad. Osceola County doesn't like to see any schools closing. I don't think that happens, but there is a process and it needs to be followed. All right, so as the weather warms up, so do the animals in their natural habitat. FWC wants to remind residents that black bears are becoming more active. So they wanted to give us some tips to keep interactions with bears and wildlife safe by using BearWise practices. Here are 6 BearWise basics to avoid attracting bears. Number 1, never feed or approach bears. Thanks. Number 2, secure food and garbage. Smart. Number 3, remove or secure bird and wildlife feeders. Also smart. Never leave pet food outdoors. Clean and store grills. And finally, alert neighbors to bear activity. Now, we might not all encounter bears this spring, but knowing these tips are helpful and will benefit us for when we are in their habitat. Because you know what I like to do? Camp. And that's where bears live. So I do have to know it. Huntington Learning Center's next webinar is called How to Create a Fun Summer Learning Plan, taking place on Thursday, April 28th at 1 p.m. During this Huntington How-To, they'll focus on how you can create a fun summer learning plan that restores your students' motivation and excitement about school and helps them build a foundation of knowledge for next year. The webinar will cover what the summer slide is and its impact on learning, the importance of creating a learning routine, how to bring back the fun, tips for elementary school, middle school, and high school learning schedules, fun activity ideas that can be used for children of all ages, why summer tutoring is valuable and how Huntington can help, and then any Q&A that parents have. So if that is something that's interesting to you, then definitely check it out. And as always, Huntington's webinars are completely free. So all you have to do is go to huntingtonhelps.com, click resources, then click webinars, and then register. It's super easy. Super easy. I've done it before. Okay. Okay. So just a reminder that we have a very fun chat coming up with the next episode of Daybreak Live. I'll be hosting Jennifer Panzella, who is the Education Director of Osceola Arts, as she discusses their upcoming programs available for kids this summer. So that's going to be Wednesday at 9 a.m. and I will see you there. So make sure you watch. I always love talking to people from Osceola Arts. They're amazing and they're so sweet. And I feel their passion for the arts a lot. You know what I mean? All right, so let's hit you with some weather. After starting in the low 60s this morning, temps will rise to a high of 83 this afternoon with sunny skies throughout the day. Perfect. There's no chance of rain today and temps will drop to the high 50s this evening. Tomorrow we can expect sunny skies, temps in the mid 60s, and no chance of rain. Thank you to Kissimmee Utility Authority and Orlando Health for their community support. All right, so that's going to be it for the news. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got a little bit of news, what's going on in and around Osceola County. And I hope you have a great Monday. Even if you don't like Mondays, I get it. They're overwhelming. Try to make someone smile today. That's my challenge to you. All right? All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on Wednesday for another episode of Good Morning Osceola, and then 9 a.m. for Daybreak Live. Have a good day.